And then it stops.
Now, quite often you get the situation where somebody has a house or a property that they want to sell and it's not moving. Why is it not moving? Well, it's not moving because when you go into a property, the one thing you want to feel is good vibrations. Now, for those people who don't believe that places can have a good feeling or a bad feeling, they're just places. You know better. Because when you're thinking of buying a property, you walk in and you get the feel of the place. You get the vibrations. You feel, sense, smell, see, you hear the energy that lives there. And sometimes you go, I knew it from the moment I walked in that this is going to be my new home. However, a property wouldn't sell. Because everybody, when they walked into it, said, I couldn't live here. It's an intimidating atmosphere. Something has happened here. So, the seller decided to put a voice-activated recorder in there to see whether or not they could capture something. They did. Now, this next one, you can judge for yourself. Don't know whether it's real, don't know whether it's not, to be quite honest. A guy called Brian sent this in. It's from a website called Shrouded Fury, and it's supposed to be recorded somewhere in Gateshead. Judge for yourself. Let's get back to the juice. Alan Robson on the scary Christmas night. South Jersey. And this is some electronic voice phenomenon that was recorded at Fort Mifflin. Now, that was an old army fort, initially from the Civil War, modernized to be brought up to date for the First and Second World War, and then left empty. The investigator recorded a voice that seems to be that of a sentry, maybe a sentry, who'd paraded and marched around Fort Mifflin. There's a loud thump, like a boot, or maybe a rifle butt slapping the floor. And then a man's voice says, "Who goes there?" Can this be real? Wow. Now, I'm going to play for you now a couple of classics. The first of all, a gentleman used to work with me many years ago called Joe Mackay, and he was a parapsychologist. And we heard from a night owl one evening that she'd been sleeping in a car because something in the house was stopping her from going in there. We sent Joe along, and live on the show, he rang us, having captured it.
Hello?
The tape recorder was running in an empty room.
The tape recorder was running in an empty room.
And this is the noise. Click it on, Joe.
Yeah, can you put it on? Put it on now? Right here.
Here's the noise.
Hang on now.
that's enough, Joe, frankly.
Wow. Can you hear that?
That's about it on that one. Now, there's stuff further on the tape, of course.
Right, well...
Now, when you pick it up,
Yeah.
on the other recorder we've got, you can hear other sounds as well.
Oh, the sounds like what, Joe?
People talking. Voices in the background, you see.